everyone, welcome to the channel. I hope you guys are doing well, and today's video is all about how do people view you. So when they look at you, when they think about you, what goes on in their mind. So for this reading, I have 4 piles for you guys. This is pile 1, this is pile 2, this is pile 3, and this is pile 4. So you guys can now take a moment and see which pile or piles you're most drawn to. And once you've selected your pile, you guys can use the timestamps which are in the description box below for you guys to jump ahead to your reading to see exactly how people view you. So let's get straight into it. Hello pile 1, welcome to your reading. Let's see how people view you, what goes on in their mind. Okay, so we have a co-create, which is in reverse. Here and now, exchanging gifts, the fates. Ooh, cards are going everywhere. Okay, and then we have imagine. All right, so okay, pile 1. So the first thing that I'm getting with the co-create card is that with that card being in reverse, I mean, this is kind of giving me kind of a couple of messages. The first one being that for some people, they kind of really consider you like a master manifester. Like according to them, whatever you wish for comes true ASAP. Like you barely have to wait at all. Like barely have to wait for your dreams to come true. And that kind of really, they feel kind of resentful towards you because of that, and obviously they don't like it. They kind of feel envious of you, and we also have the color green right next to this one. So for some people, you're like this master manifestor. You are lucky that you have that. They think that the universe listens to you all the time. The universe loves you enough to give you whatever it is that you wish for. On the other hand, another message that I'm getting from the same card, with especially with this card being in reverse, they tell me that for some people, they've seen your struggle, pile 1. They have truly seen your struggle, and they really, like for some people you're the manifestor, but for others it's like, you whatever you get it, after going through a period of great struggle. You do not get things easily. So there's this black and like contrasting messages coming from this one card in particular, where for some people you get everything with just a snap of your fingers, while for the others, you really have to work hard to get whatever it is that you want. And those people really kind of feel bad about it. I mean, they don't pity you exactly, but they kind of wish that, life would be a little easier for you. So I just feel like those people are your true, genuine friends, people who truly love you, who really want life to be easy for you, life to be, full of blessings and full of basically every good thing imaginable. They want that for you, but but they've seen that struggle. That's how they think that every time they look at you, they see a product of a struggle. They do not see somebody who has gotten everything on a silver platter. They do not see like a spoiled person who is always lucky, or who always has people around them to support support them. So they don't see you guys that way, but they see that person who has worked hard. And whatever you are right now, with the here and now card, whatever you are right now, you are, you've earned your way back. I mean, you have earned your way towards that position, be it good or be it bad, whatever it is. You have worked hard for it. So if you're in a good position, those people know that you've worked hard to get it, all right? Then we have the here and now. So what this card tells me is that, people really, I feel like they admire the fact that you choose to stay in the present moment. I mean, of course, we all get thoughts of the past. We all think about the future. But, there are quite a few people, like not quite a few, just few people who choose to live in the present moment. Not a lot of people do that. A lot of people live in the past. A lot of people just worry about the future. What's going to happen? Will they get what they want? But probably like over here, with your struggle, you've understood that there's no point worrying about these things. And so you choose so you do your best to, stay in the present moment, stay in the here and now. And also this card also talks about, being in the present moment, just enjoying the present, relishing what you have right now, because you never know if it's going to be there in the next moment or not. So that way, people really admire that about you, and they see you as someone who's like really mature, someone who has, dealt with the good and bad of life, to come to the conclusion or to really make this a habit to live in the present moment. So wow, Pile. I'm just seeing this card for you and I'm like, oh my God, that's rare. You do not see a lot of people who live in this way. And then we have exchanging gifts. So what this card tells me is that, you're not someone who will just take and take and take. If you're getting something, you are going to, give the same value or the same thing to the other person. In a way, I feel like, you mirror people. People also see it that way, that what they're going to give you is what they're going to get from you. So a lot of people kind of, they might be a little afraid to kind of, be a little mean to you, because they know that being mean to you will just result in you being mean to them. So a lot of people will try and be good to you because they want you to be good to them. They want the favor from you. That is why people just will be like, okay, if I do this for pile one, then they are going to do the same for me. So in that sense, pile one, I feel like either you have a lot of people, you get a lot of people who are willing to help you, or it's just the universe's way of blessing you that, you work hard over here, you work so hard, and the universe also responds in that particular manner. That is why for some people, you are like that master manifester who's always just getting whatever they want. Little do they know that you work hard, you make the universe give you those things. It's all about exchanging gifts. You do for the universe, you give back to the universe, and then the universe gives back to you. That is how I feel like, your entire life has been played out. And then we have the fates here. So this is already like, this is adding on to the whole thing where, it's just that you have kind of accepted that, okay, life is going to be like this. So, and you just do your best in whatever you do. People see that. That's another way people view you. They view you as someone who is always doing his or her best to, make things happen. You do not just do things halfway. You're like, okay, even if you have to write like one line of an email, you will do your best to write it in the best manner possible. Like, even if you have to think a lot about it, you will do it. But even that one line from you is going to be better than a whole paragraph from the other person. That's how hard you work. And that's how sincere you are to your work. So you guys can see all these stars over here for the fates card. So obviously fate is going to smile down at you. The universe is going to smile down at you, because the universe is seeing that, okay, yes, you're working hard. You're really working hard to make things happen. And I don't know, for some of you guys, probably you guys have dealt a lot of hardships in your life. So probably, your faith in the universe might not be as strong as you wish it could be. Probably that is why this card is in reverse. So, but at the same time, for you, it's more like, I have to do the work. You rely less on the universe and you rely a lot on yourself. Like, yeah, you just trust yourself, and that is how one should be. So a lot of people might even view you as someone who is really independent, who barely takes help from people. Somebody, and people can get really frustrated with you guys, pile one, where they're just like trying to help you, they're offering you their help, but at the same time, you're just like, no, I'm gonna do everything by myself. And that is where, the product of your hard work starts, showing up. You start seeing the reward of it. So people just automatically assume that, the universe, that you're lucky that the universe is smiling down on you. But you know that, okay, yes, I have spent so many hours doing research. I've done so much time doing this particular thing to get this particular result. So yeah, it's just, there's just so many contrasting lessons. And then we have imagine here. So for some people, pile one, they view you as someone whose imagination is like out of this world, like who's really imaginative or who is incredibly creative. And but at the same time, some people just think that, you're always in your head all the time, like you're just in your head all the time, you're not in the present world. But then we have this here and now, so there are just so many contrasting messages coming here, total contradicting messages, where some people just think that, oh, you're always lost in your head, probably thinking about the past or the present, when you know that, okay, you are in the present moment, when you're choosing to be in the present moment. So there's just, wow, very conflicting messages when it comes to you. A lot of contrasting views when it comes to you guys. Pile one, so let's see what else we have. We have Two of Cups, Hierophant, King of Wands, the Emperor, and Seven of Swords in reverse. Okay. All right, so we're gonna start off with the King of Wands and the Emperor energy right here. Now, like I was saying, your independence. I feel like people understand that it's really important to you guys, even though they want to help you, they want to be there for you. We're getting Two of Cups here, so people definitely want to be with you. Pile one, they know that being with you is nothing short of a privilege. I would say that's how much they want to be with you, and they want to help you out. They don't want to see you struggle all by yourselves all the time. They want to support you in that. So whether they come up to you and tell you that, okay, you know what, I want to help you out, will you give me the chance to do that? Some people might do that, some people might not. They would just silently stand back and just wish that you would come to them and ask them for help, because they're just so ready to help you out. They're so ready to support you in whatever it is that you guys are doing. But some people will tell you, while the others are not. They will just stand back because they know that if they offer you their help, you might not take it and you might feel bad, or just tell them to back off or something. And they don't want to do that. They don't want to be in your bad books. Like I was saying, people want your favor. Pile one, they want your favor. So they do their best to maintain good relationships with you guys. And then we have King of Wands and the Emperor right here. So this really tells me that people view you as someone who is incredibly hardworking, and someone who is incredibly responsible. You are a very reliable person, a very dependable person. People know that a job in your hands is a job well done. Like, they know. Like, they definitely know, because you will pay attention. You're not going to be lost in your world where you're just thinking about your own self. Now, when you're given a job, you will put your entire focus on that particular job. The here and now card, that is how it's coming, where people totally get it that, yes, this person, Pile one, will do a very good job with whatever it is that, they are doing. The Hierophant card is kind of telling me, in terms of you guys, and then we have King of Wands right next to it. So this kind of tells me that, you are, like, people view you as someone who does a lot for their society, their community. You guys do a lot for the community, and they appreciate it. That is why they also want to support you over here. They want to be with you. They want to support you because they understand that you're doing a good job. You're helping people out. You're doing your best to kind of make sure that people are living the best life. So in terms of that, people really see you as a philanthropist, Pile one. And they can clearly see the effort you put into how much you give back to society, exchanging gifts once again. So if the society is doing, like, if you are happy where you're living, you will do your best to make sure that everybody's just as happy. And whoever tries to give, like, if somebody gives you a present, you will either give them a better present, like of more value, or of the same value, but nothing less than that. Not like, okay, I'll just give you this, something of lesser value than what you've given me. No, you're not like that. You're like, okay, either I'm going to give you something better or of that same value. So people really see that. And I just feel like with the way these two girls are like smiling, I feel like, they really appreciate that about you. And they feel glad that you are a part of their society, part of their community. They feel really happy about that. On the other hand, with the Seven of Swords in reverse, now this card tells me that, people view you as someone, who's not secretive. That whatever is going on with you, people just know it. Obviously, people have a different way of perceiving whatever is happening because everybody's way of perception is different. So like I was saying, whereas some people might just view you as lucky because whatever they've seen of your life, that's how they view you. They view you as lucky. They view you as a master manifester. But on the other hand, other people view you as someone who has struggled a lot, who has worked hard, who has worked long hours to get to where they are right now. So, but at the same time, people know what's going on in your life. You're pretty open about it, and you're, like I was saying, you don't care about the past, you don't care about the future. You're just like, I'm living in the moment. So, and people can see that about you. You're not one to hide because you're just like, whatever, I don't care what people say about me. I don't care if they judge me. It doesn't matter. It's my life. I don't know what kind of views you have, but you're pretty okay with the fact that, people know about your life. You're like, okay, it's fine. It's perfectly fine that people know. And you're just like, yeah, there's no point keeping anything a secret. Or even if you try to keep a secret, keep your life secret, so the people around you just kind of spill their guts about you, they just cannot keep your life a secret. I don't know how. I don't know why the universe kind of has given you that. But even like if you confide in a friend, I feel like that friend, a lot of people have betrayed your trust in that regard, where you tell them your secret and they just go and tell the first person they come across, even though they're just like, you told them not to, but for them, I don't know, it could be that they're really happy and they're really proud of you, and that's why they want to tell the whole world. But it's just kind of, it might be really frustrating for you, or you guys are just like, whatever. So it could go both ways. So considering this is a general reading, let's see what else I'm getting. And yeah, obviously, like with the Emperor energy and Seven of Swords being next to it, I feel like when it comes to you guys, people kind of put you in control of their secrets. Like, like people just come and confide in you. They tell you their craziest secrets. One would say their deepest, darkest secrets, because they know that you can take care of them. Because as the Emperor, the Emperor has a lot of responsibility. The Emperor is responsible for has a lot on his plate, basically. But obviously, and with this here, this card being in reverse, tells me that, people just come and dump their secrets onto you. Whether you like it or not, you'll be just minding your own business one day, like living in the now, doing your own thing, and somebody will just come and unload all their secrets and being like, okay, you just keep my secret safe, That's how it happens with you guys, because people know that you are really responsible and a really reliable person, and you can definitely keep a secret. All right, so let's see what your final cards have to tell us. We have Two of Diamonds, Five of Spades, and Four of Spades. All right. So I just feel like a lot of people are jealous of you at work. They don't like the fact that you are a multitasker, especially because, we have Two of Diamonds here. So a lot of people view you as someone who's really creative, or who's really, good at multitasking, or somebody who has more than one way of earning money. So you might have dual or triple sources of income, but obviously people do not like that. And if somebody knows, like when people get to know how much money you have, whether a big amount or a small amount, people they always ask you for money. They always ask you for money. And I feel like sometimes people don't even give you a break. They don't even realize that, hello, you need money for yourself as well. You need to take care of yourself. You need to pay your own bills. They don't care. Obviously, people are selfish and people always want money. But with you guys, it's just, for some people do that, like, to kind of sabotage your life, because they know that if they take it from you, obviously you'll have less for yourself and you're going to struggle. People can be nasty at times, pile one. People can be really nasty. But at the same time, and also I just feel like, they don't care. They really don't care that what's going on with you, or whether you need money or not. They really don't care. And if you kind of refuse to kind of give them money or help them out in that sense, they'll just go around, telling everybody how you never help anyone. Like, they do that. They just go around telling everybody that you're not helpful, you don't care, you just want to keep all the money to yourself, you're so selfish, blah blah blah, all the nasty stuff. People will just start spreading rumors about you, but you are such an amazing person, pile one, that people are just like, yeah. And I just feel like with the four of spades right here, people view you as someone who's like really stable, really balanced, and who's like the entire package, because we have the number 4 here. It's all about stability and harmony, because yeah, square, all balanced. So people just view you as someone who has everything perfectly, like every single aspect of your life is fine. You guys are doing fine in every sense of the word. That's how people view you, right? So this is all I am getting for you guys. I hope you liked this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Take care of yourselves, pile 1, and I will see you very soon in another video. Bye. Hello, pile 2. Welcome to your reading. Let's see how people view you, what they think about you. So we have a new life, we have deep knowing, higher power, blessed, and serendipity. Okay, wow. Pile 2, this is amazing. I feel like people hardly feel like, view you as someone who's a bad person. That's the first vibe I'm getting with all these cards. People really don't see you as someone who is evil, who is malicious, who is, selfish. All those, negative words. People don't associate those words with you. Starting with the new life, I feel like you have a very, people view you as someone who's like very childlike, very innocent. Even some people might like, even if there has to be like a negative word associated with you, people, if they do that, it would be that you're immature, but not in the immature in like, the stupid kind of sense where, people just think you're really stupid. It's just that, they think that you're naive, you're inexperienced, you haven't really, you don't really know about how cruel the world can be, so people really view you as someone who is innocent, like a very childlike, even probably even look, younger than your age. So people automatically get this feeling that, they're talking to a child, or that, you're a really young person, and that is why, and I feel like with this card, a lot of people feel very protective of you, which might frustrate you guys, because you're just like, I can do things on my own, I can go out if I want, I can do this if I want, but considering you guys might look younger than your age, people automatically just feel this sense of protectiveness about you, and they kind of have this that, okay, probably they kind of pray for you guys that may God protect you all the time, may the angels keep you protected. But I just feel like you guys are really blessed in the sense that probably the universe has made you this way because the universe wanted to keep you safe from all the hardships of the world. I mean, yes, you've seen your fair share of hardships. It's not that you haven't, but at the same time, the universe has protected you in some way. Probably there were always people there who bore the brunt of whatever problem you've been through. There were people who supported you during that time. So I just feel like you've been protected, pile 2. You have really been protected by not just the universe, but the people around you as well. They feel a sense of protectiveness when it comes to you. I don't know how you do it. I don't know if it's the face or it's the personality, but people definitely, view you as someone who's really something different, with the new life card here as well. People really view you as someone who is different, who is like a breath of fresh air, I would say, because new life, it's a new blessing, it's something new, something different. So probably people also see you as a novelty as well. Let me know in the comments below just in what way they do that. Do they say something? Do they express their fascination in a different way? People are really fascinated by you. They view you as someone who's just like, whoa, what is this person is this person normal? You're just different. You guys are different, and people know that. People see that. At the same time, with the deep knowing part, yeah, like I was saying here, that some people might view you as someone who's really young, who's naive, who's inexperienced. But once they get to talk to you, or somewhere in their hearts, they know that, you're not as innocent as you look. You're not as naive as you come across. You have knowledge, a lot of deep knowledge. Some people might call you an old soul despite your young age. Some people will just look at you and be like, you are an old soul, or probably you've been reincarnated in this world a lot of times, or you've lived a lot of lives, and that is why you have this wisdom, you have this knowledge, this experience. Sometimes, you guys, Pile 2, I just got this message in my head that sometimes you guys do things for the first time and you do it perfectly, right? So people are just like, they just come and look at you and they're like, have you done this before? And you're just like, no, this is my first time. So that's where they get this. They're just like, how some people might not even believe the fact that you've done this the first time. But that is where this whole deep knowing card is coming from. There's just this treasure trove of knowledge inside you, and probably even you guys don't know where it comes from, but it's just, you just know things. You just look at a person and you just know things. So, and then we have the higher power card right next to this deep knowing card. So I just feel like your connection, probably this whole knowledge thing comes, is a blessing of the universe. Your connection to the universe, your connection to your angels is so strong that, you just know things. You get messages in your dreams. You get messages. You just look around. Sometimes, you can hear nature talking to you. You get messages in the air. It's kind of like a supernatural thing I'm talking about, but I don't know. That's like, those are the words that I'm getting, and I'm telling you guys that that's how crazy it can be. People really just look at you sometimes and they're just like, you're nuts, you're crazy. And you're just like, what did I do? What did I cannot help but know these things? Even you don't understand. People obviously don't understand. That is why, they see you as someone who's different. They see you as someone who's unique, someone who's just one of a kind. That's how people view you. And yeah, definitely. And I just feel like with the higher power here and the blessed card right here, for some people, yeah, you are a blessing, Pile 2. They view you as a blessing. And I feel like some people also kind of consider you their lucky charm. Let me know in the comments somebody has ever called you that, they've ever referred to you as their lucky charm, because I just feel like you make people's lives better. People really feel good when they're around you. Yes, they also feel as if, when they're with you, that, there's just something very otherworldly about you. With the higher power card right here, this really tells me that when people are with you, they view you as someone who is really connected to the universe, who's really spiritual maybe. And so when they're with you, they feel more connected to the universe and to its power than when they're alone or with someone else. So a lot of people will just try to get a hold of you time and time again just so they can feel that connection. Because they know that you're blessed. And probably a lot of people come to you and go like, okay, you pray for me, or you do this for me, you talk to God for me, something like that, where, because they're just like, if, like, you guys can see this fairy here, she has her hands up in a very supplication position, up in a position of supplication, where she's praying or something. So this really tells me that people come to you and be like, can you pray to the universe for me? Can you tell the universe that I want this? Because they think that the universe responds to you in a much better, in a more faster way as compared to them. They have more faith in your connection to the universe than they have in their own connection, because they think that, okay, yeah, that's what I'm saying. A lot of people feel that they're really lucky to have you in their lives. They feel really good about that, and they're like so happy and so grateful to the universe that you are in their life. Wow, like I was saying, hardly any negative energy when it comes to you guys. People really don't view you in a very negative light. They really don't. It's just that they might think that you're inexperienced, but at the same time they don't think that you're stupid. They don't think that, oh, you don't know anything. No, they see you as someone who's naive, who's inexperienced, and that makes them feel as if they should protect you. You're someone to be protected. You're someone to be taken care of. Probably with the way you are, the way you look like. It's very fragile, very, like a dainty, ethereal kind where, so people just feel like, oh, we need to protect this one. This one's like a flower, we cannot let this flower fly away. We cannot let this flower break down. So people just get really protective of you all of a sudden. And you guys can take it as a good thing. You guys can take it as a bad thing. That is up to you, considering, yes, to overprotectiveness can be very, very suffocating, incredibly frustrating. So it all depends on you, how you guys take it. But yep, these are definitely like how this is definitely how people will use it. Let's see what else we have for you. We have Seven of Wands. This talks about this card tells me that, a lot of people view you as someone who's really confident, who walks around with an air of confidence. And in this day and age where self-esteem is such a big issue, when you see someone who's really confident, you can't help but admire that person. And and people know, like with the Seven of Wands here, I feel like people understand your capability of getting things done. Like, people know that if you want something, you will fight to get it. You will not just sit back and think that somebody else is going to get it for you. You will step up and, do your part. But at the same time, like I was saying, since people want to protect you, they also want to kind of, tell you, they want to do things for you. Like with the Seven of Wands, they want to be like, yes, we get it, you're confident, you're more than capable of doing things on your own, but just let me do this for you, So that's where it gets really frustrating, when you're like, can you just let me do things on my own, please? All right, so let's see what else we have. We have Knight of Swords. We have Death. Okay, yes, this makes sense. And then we have Nine of Wands and Queen of Swords. Beautiful. So Knight of Swords and Death, both these cards signify a change, a pile two. And this really tells me that when it comes to you guys, people view you as someone, like I was saying, it's new life, it's change, it's something new, something different. That is where, this Knight of Swords and Death energy is coming in, with your presence in people's lives, with the way you do things. Pile two, people are just like, you guys, pile two has turned my life around. Wow. You are a breath of fresh air. You really are. You are that light in the darkness. You guys can see all this light emanating from this person, right? So much light coming here. We have the higher power here, more light. So you're like the light. We have the sun here. Oh my God. You are the symbol of light. Probably even the name that you've been given has a meaning, which is like light, which relates to light. Let me know if that is true, if your name means light or any version of that. All right, so obviously light is all about new beginnings. It's everything. So you coming into people's life, wherever you go, whoever you meet, pile two, you transform their lives. Even if you don't do anything, sorry, I just knocked off my camera. So even if you don't do anything in particular, you don't make any active efforts to make that change in people's lives, it's just your mere presence that does it. That just make people feel like, oh my gosh, my life has taken a turn for the good, definitely for the good, considering all the cards here. We have the Queen of Swords here, the card of healing as well, the card of taking back control, taking back power. So very healing energy comes from you guys, pile two. People feel like, everything is going to be okay. You don't have to tell someone that, okay, it's going to be okay. You being near that person, you just talking to that person, you just holding their hand, giving them a shoulder to cry on, makes them feel that, yes, everything is going to be okay. That is why people feel so lucky when they're with you. They feel so lucky that you are in their lives, because they're just like, everything is better when you're there. Everything is better. And I just feel like, especially, suppose if you walk into a room, pile two, and it's just tense, like you guys can obviously sense that, okay, something's not right in this room. People have been arguing, or, there's just some heavy air. As soon as you enter into that room, it just transforms into something so much better. Like, people just forget about their worries. People forget why they were angry, why they were fighting. They just forget all of that. Probably you guys have a really good sense of humor as well, which just breaks the tension, which just breaks through any negative energy. Like you guys can see this knight over here. This knight is all about bringing change. And with this trident, he's holding on to this trident and he's ready to attack. So this clearly tells me that, you're, and obviously with the sun shining at the back, this, you guys can easily consider this as, that you guys are breaking through the darkness. You guys are attacking it. You guys are attacking the negative energy and getting rid of it, not just for yourselves, but for the people around you, people who are talking to you. And then you allow the ray of light to shine through. You bring in the sun. You are the sun, pile 2. The sun card isn't here, but I just feel like you are the sun. That is your energy. And obviously death is all about change. It's all about transformation, good and bad, but it is that. So obviously when you're breaking through the darkness, when you're everywhere you go, you are just, you bring a change. Some people might view it as a good change. Some people might not view it as a very good change, because change, some people don't like it very much. But at the end of the day, like if there are people who do not appreciate the change you bring, a pile 2, they appreciate it later on because they understand that, you have healed them. Your presence in their lives has allowed them to move forward despite the fear that they have. Like we have 9 of Swords. This is the card of courage, of perseverance, of moving forward even when life gets tough. So a lot of people, if they're giving up, you come into their life or they come into your life. So probably you people have gotten a lot of those people, Sometimes you even wonder, why do I always get people who are troubled? Why do I always meet people who are going through a lot in their lives and not in a good way? Why you? It is because of your healing energy. It is because you are meant to kind of push people to move forward, to keep moving, to persevere. No matter, I feel like people meet you, pile 2, when they're on the verge of giving up. But the universe doesn't want them to give up. So what does the universe do? It sends you their way. Right? And you talking to them, you help them get that courage, get that strength, which they need to move forward. And because of that, they're able to heal from all the pain, all the trauma, everything. They are able to take back their power. They're able to, step into this Queen of Swords energy where they're like, okay, this is my life and I get to decide what to do. No more BS, no more any of that. I am taking back control. You give people that, and people know that. People appreciate you so much for it, pile 2. I feel like you guys have no idea just how amazing and just how powerful you guys are, and the impact you have on the people around you. I feel like a lot of you guys have no clue about it, and you should. And that is why I feel like, that is why you're here in this world. And you are needed, pile 2. Don't ever, after this reading, don't ever think that, you are worthless or any of that negative stuff. Don't think a single negative thing about yourself, because you are this 4-leaf clover. You are the symbol of luck. You are luck. You are everything. You are blessed, and you are a blessing. You are the sun. We need the sun to survive. We need you guys to survive. Right? So let's see what your final cards have to tell us. We have 9 of clubs. We got this here. Same card right here. Oh, sorry. This is the 8 of clubs. Sorry. My bad. And then we have 5 of hearts. King of spades. Okay. So 8 of clubs right here. People really see you, like I was saying, 7 of wands. We have 8 of wands, and then we have 9 of wands. Wow, we've got synchronicity right here. 7, 8, 9. So obviously when you see numbers in an ascending order, that is like an angel number. That is where the universe is telling you that, everything will just get better and better from here on out. So obviously with your 7, 8, 9 right here, pile 2, people view, when people are with you, they know that things are just going to get better and better. Every encounter with you is just better than the last one. That's how people see it. That's how people view you. That is why they're just like, again and again. Sometimes people can get really addicted to you, pile 2. And you can't help it. You just can't. You try to help it, but you just cannot. But with this card is all about movement. So people do view you as someone who is always on the run, who is always doing something or the other, who never chills, who never sits back and rests. People would wish you do that, but, and obviously this card is all about, upward progression. So people do see that, they see your success and they wish you all the more success. Obviously the envy is there, but it's not like really negative where it kind of impacts you, and like, they don't give you the evil eye, because people want to protect you. They do. But yeah, and they're really happy for your success. Obviously they wish the success for themselves as well, but they're just like, they're happy to see you succeeding. And then we have the Five of Hearts. So this card tells me, obviously we're talking about the number 5 here. This talks about change. And since the hearts suit is all about emotions, people view you as someone who brings a change in their emotions. Like, yeah, if people are feeling bad, they are having the worst day of their life, you walk in and everything is just better. Everything is perfectly fine. All of a sudden, they see hope. All of a sudden, they are smiling and they don't even know why. It's just, wow. You guys are powerful, pile 2. Very, very powerful. Healers. This group is like very healing. Then we have King of Spades. So obviously the Spades suit is all about the mind. It's all about communication. It's all about the intellect. Right next to this Five of Hearts. So this tells me that you bring change via your words, the way you talk to people, the way you interact with them. You have this natural intelligence about you, this social intelligence, where you can just understand exactly what the person needs to hear. And you tell that person that, and all of a sudden the person's feeling so much better. And they're so grateful to have you in their lives, right? So this is all I am getting for you guys, pile 2. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please take care of yourself and really protect your energy. Really do that, all right? And I will see you in the next video. Bye. Hi, pile 3. Welcome to your reading. Let's see how people view you, what they think. We have Treasure Island. Okay, we're already starting off with the treasure. We have Mending. All that glitters. Go the distance. And round. Okay, wow. Pile 3, how people view you. Okay, let's see. Okay, so we have Treasure Island right here. And we have all that glitters right here. So what this tells me that, there are some people who view you as, something, unattainable. That's literally the first message that I'm getting. They view, with this Treasure Island card, they view you as someone who's unattainable, who's out of their league, who is so up there. Some people really put you on the pedestal, pile 3. They view you as someone who deserves to be on a pedestal, who deserves to be untouched, unharmed, tarnished. Is that a word? Untarnished? Okay, I don't know. But, they don't want to, mess you up. They don't want that. They're just like, you are perfection. You are perfect the way you are, and there shouldn't be anything done to you, You're just perfect. And people should preserve you guys rather than, try and change you. You are perfect the way you are, pile 3. That's how people view you. They love what they see. And that's the thing. A lot of people, I feel like they want to be with you. They're really interested in you. They want to have a relationship with you. But like I was saying, they think that you're unattainable. They think that, they're not worth you. So they just don't come up to you and tell you that, this is how they feel about you. So if you guys think that, you're just like, nobody likes me. Why doesn't anybody like me? It's because they think that, you're just up there. You're just out of their league. All right. So I don't know if you'll take this in a good way or a bad way, pile 3, but that is how people view you. And also with the Treasure Island. Island is like, isolated. And so people really view you as someone who's just, isolated, or people isolate you. They just kind of like, you might have had relationships where, your partner has tried to isolate you for good reasons, for bad reasons. That depends on them. But whatever it is, they just kind of try to keep you to themselves. They've tried to, kind of tell you or try to take you away from your other relationships, like your friends, your family. And obviously that is not That is not a healthy way. That's not a healthy, aspect of a relationship where somebody's trying to isolate you. But your partner has tried to do that, and maybe that is why you broke off with them, or the relationship just fell apart because of that. But at the same time, another thing that I see, that the way people view you, pile 3, is that they see that you're very isolated. You're like you're like an island. You're all by yourself. You do things all by yourself. You hardly let anyone in, and people want in. People want in, pile 3. They want in. They want to know your secrets. They want to know what's going on in your life. You probably just don't tell people. You're not comfortable, or you're just not that kind of a person who goes around, telling everyone. Probably you guys are not even that active on social media. You prefer just to keep to yourself. You don't want to highlight or, reveal aspects of your life to the world. You just don't feel comfortable, or you're just not interested in that aspect. So a lot of people might even view you as weird, that, okay, why are you not on social media? And you're just like, not interested. You do not see the appeal. You don't want to, show off your life in any sense of the word. So, but yeah, you are a treasure. You are a treasure. People view you as a treasure, pile 3. Then we have the mending card. So this card is all about fixing things. So I feel like, people just view you as someone who's very good at solving problems, someone who's so smart that they can just figure out, okay, you know what? Okay, this is how you fix this. This is how you mend this. They see you as someone who, and I just feel like they appreciate this aspect of you guys, pile 3, that if there's a problem, I feel like with you, relationships last really long, because you try to, just fix things all the time. People might not even, some people, sometimes you just try and fix the other person. You see that, okay, this person's damaged, this person's going through this stuff. You try to fix that person. You probably have this innate quality to you guys. Some people really notice that about you, pile 2, while others may not, but they see that you are always trying to fix people, always trying to help them, you're always trying to right their wrongs. Yeah, you do that. You just are always cleaning up other people's mess. And yeah, you're just like, what am I supposed to? Probably this is an innate quality to you, but a lot of people see that you're always, just fixing other people's problems, or you're just fixing what other people have broken. And obviously, amending this card, another just a message that I got for you guys, pile 3, is that, when you're trying to, mend something, when you're trying to fix something, you often use glue for it. So I just feel like, you are that glue. People view you as the glue that binds people together, that keeps people together. So probably if you are, you have a group of friends, I feel like you are the reason those friends are together. Like, you guys are all together. If you're not there, I feel like those people, like the rest of your friends, they won't even communicate with each other. They will not. They'll just drift apart. They'll move on with their lives. But you are the reason they're together. And you're the reason a lot of people are together. A lot of relationships are fine. They're okay because, you are there. Wow. That is this kind of stuff, with all the messages that I gave you for this card, pile 3. I feel like it can be really exhausting to be you guys, because constantly dealing with other people's mess, constantly trying to fix their problem, their wrongs, trying to right their wrongs. It can be really exhausting. And obviously constantly trying to hold people together. Yeah, that's exhausting as well. So, but you guys do it. You guys do it in a very effortless way. Kudos to you guys. Yeah, I'm impressed. Right? Then we have all that glitters. So yeah, like I was saying, you are like this sparkly thing. You're always, you shine, pile 3. People view you as someone, they just look at you and they're like, whoa, what is this? Probably the way you talk is in a very polished manner. The way you communicate is just, yeah, wow, it's smooth, it's amazing. And you guys might have some very good communication skills. People notice that as well about you. And with all that glitter, this message tells me that, sometimes people just think that, you're too good to be true. Like I was saying, you're like this treasure island. People just want to be with you. They put you on a pedestal. They think that you're perfect. So obviously, when you're just like something, because nothing is perfect in this world. But I don't know how you guys do it, because you also understand that yes, you have flaws as well. You're not perfect, but according to people, you're perfect. And that is where, they just think that all that glitters, yeah, you're too good to be true. But yeah, that's because they don't know the real you. They really don't. And then we have round and round, and we have go the distance. So this card tells me that, both these cards tell me that you are not afraid to, do things in life. You're like, okay, this is what I have to do. You're not going to complain about it. People just probably, I don't know if they find that thing frustrating about you guys, pile 3, but you never complain. You're like, okay, this is what I have to do. I'll do it. A lot of people would waste a lot of time complaining about one particular thing that they have to do, but you don't do that. You're like, okay, I have to get from point A to point B. I'll get it. I'll go there. And even if you have to, do it twice, do it thrice, you'll do it. You're not going to sit back, not going to complain, not to the universe, not to yourself. You'll just do it. And people really, like that about you. And then we have this round and round card. This is really giving me some strong spiritual vibes. This card, like over here, especially considering this spiral is originating from the person's third eye, like the location of the third eye. So this tells me that a lot of people they believe that about you, that your third eye, it's open, it is really strong. That connection that you have with the universe, you're probably somebody who's incredibly spiritual. That is why they just, you're like up there. You have a league of your own. According to some people, they just think that they'll never be able to reach up to the level where you are. So because you are just, not only you're like at a higher level in the physical plane, but you're just up there in the spiritual plane as well. And obviously with the whole, you guys can see this cheetah is like literally, jumping towards like this flag. So probably this also tells me that when it comes to having that connection with the universe, you're just faster than the others. You're just stronger than the others. That is why your communication is better than your connection with the universe is better than the others. So let's see what else we have for you. We have 8 of Cups. We have Temperance. 7 of Cups. The Hanged Man in reverse. And we have Page of Pentacles. Okay. So the Hanged Man in reverse, this tells me that, I don't know why I'm getting this message. Like I was saying, people just put you up on a pedestal, or somebody has tried to isolate you as well. This Hanged Man card is giving me the same vibes. You guys can see, like, this man is kind of like tied up, not able to do anything. So this really tells me that people just, if they could, I don't know if it's like a scary thought, but people just want to keep you there, They want, like those, I don't want to sound morbid here, but, like those butterflies that you capture and you pin their wings on the frame and then you hang them up on the wall. I feel like, that's the vibe I'm getting from this card. That's what people want to do to you, pile 3. I'm not being morbid. I'm not trying to be scary. I'm not trying to scare you. But that's literally the vibe I'm getting, because you're just perfect. You are just this thing of beauty, this perfection, this ultimate miracle kind of a thing, where people just want to look at you all day. They want that control over you, pile 3, so that they can just admire you. They can hang you up on their wall for display and show you off to their friends. And if somebody who doesn't have a care about you, like who doesn't have a care about your feelings, of your thoughts, they would do just that. They wouldn't care how you feel. They wouldn't care. They'll just tie you up, isolate you, not caring what you want, not caring how you feel. Yeah, that's toxic. And yes, you better get out of that situation as fast as you can, because you do not deserve that. You really don't. Then we have 8 of Cups right here. So I just feel like with this card, a lot of people view you as somebody who's logical. That is why the whole thing is there. You're always trying to fix problems. You're just like, no, this is a problem. This needs to be fixed. When you keep doing that, you're just very logical. Probably some people might not view you as very emotional, but more as a logical, that you're just like, nah, I don't want to deal with emotions. And that's why some people who are with you, your friends, your family members, even your partner, they get frustrated because they're like, I'm not trying to fix, I don't want to get fixed, I'm fine the way I am. And it's fine if there's a problem, you don't have to fix everything, just be with me. They want that emotional thing out of you, but I just feel like you utilize a lot of your logic. Your logical side kind of dominates you guys. And then we have a temperance. So I okay, now I'm just getting these conflicting messages right here. When in one aspect, some people view you as someone who's incredibly logical, but at the same time, with this temperance card, this tells me that a lot of people view you as someone who is incredibly, who has an equal control over the emotional side as well. Like, they see both aspects of you. They know that, okay, you're emotional when you're supposed to be emotional, and then you're logical when you're supposed to be logical. It's not just that you're only logical, that you don't care about emotions. But at the same time, obviously with the temperance card being all about balance, and being all about harmony, this really tells me that a lot of people view you, like I was saying, they view you as someone who's just perfect, who's the complete package. Everything. Not only you are smart, but you're beautiful, you're handsome, you are confident, you are just, you're strong, you're healthy, you're powerful. Every sense of the whole thing, everything about you, every aspect of your life is just perfect. That is why they're just like, well, you're just someone to be admired. Put you up on the wall, watch, everybody should just praise you. You're like that, you're like that painting, Picasso's painting. You're like that. Pile 3, those are the vibes I'm getting. Wow. Yeah, you guys. Some people will definitely be like, you know what, you are meant to be preserved. I wouldn't be surprised if there's someone who is who feels so strongly for you that they kind of, they have a lot of pictures of you, like they draw you, like you're their muse and you're their inspiration. So if you have an artist friend, or if you have a friend who's like a photographer or something, Pile 3, they might take a lot of pictures of you. They might just use you constantly as their inspiration. So they might have a lot of, sketches of you, a lot of paintings depicting you, because you're just, you're that amazing. People see that. People really see that. And then we also have the 7 of Cups. Like I was saying, we're talking about you being the complete package. Then we have 7 of Cups. Yeah, you're full of possibilities. People really see that. Not only are you multi-talented, but you're full of possibilities. People can really just, they look at you and they're like, this person can be a doctor. This person can be an engineer at the same time. They can be a very good chef, a very good professional chef. They can be an astronaut, they can be anything. Like, when people look at you, they're like, whoa. Yeah, so probably, even like I was saying, you guys are like so smart. Probably when you guys were in school, college, or if you guys are still there, you guys are probably like, straight A students. You guys are like the ones with the perfect GPA. So even your professors, all those people around you, whoever comes in contact with you, they're just like, probably your biology professor thinks that, you'll be like, you'll make a very good doctor, or, very good scientist, while your literature professor thinks that, you'll make a very good poet, or you'll make a very good writer if you get into that. So, everyone has their own opinion of you. They just think that you'll do best in whatever they think that they want from you, you can be a model, you'll make a very good model. You can be a race car driver, something like that, whatever, anything that you do, you'll just excel. People can see that. People have that expectation of you, and probably that can be like a burden on you guys, the burden of people's expectations, because you're just like, can I just do what I want? A lot of people have a lot of expectations from you guys, Pile 3, and it's just because of all the talents that you possess. All right. Then we also have a Page of Pentacles. This is also about talent. This is all about getting new opportunity, and you make the most of it. Whatever opportunity that you get. And I just feel like, you're someone who gets a lot of opportunities. You just attract opportunities. People see that. And maybe somewhere people envy you for it as well, because, they would wish for those opportunities to come to them, but they come to you. And yeah, though they're happy for you, though they understand that why those opportunities are coming to you. But yeah, also with this all that glitters card, I just got this message that a lot of people view your life as perfect. They think that there's nothing wrong in your life, everything is just perfect. But all that is going on in your life, and obviously you don't want to go around telling people because you're just an isolated person. You just keep to yourself. You don't like highlighting your life on social media. So people don't know just what you're going through, and oftentimes it can feel really lonely, but you're okay with that. You're like, it's okay. You do not want to burden people with your problems. Okay, so let's see what your final cards have to tell us. We have 3 of diamonds, 9 of hearts, wow, and 9 of spades. Dang. Yeah, like I was talking, some people think that your life is perfect, that you're confident because you have everything. You lack nothing, you want for nothing. That is why, and you're hardworking, you're successful, you're everything. But little do people know that probably there are some mental issues that you struggle with that people are not even aware of, and obviously you do not tell them. But because this is like the mind, this is the heart, we've got both number 9s. So this really tells me that as much as people think that you're confident and you are just perfect, you have everything in life, you have all the blessings, but they're not aware of the issues that you deal with, be it mental, be it emotional, be it physical. They don't know that. They don't know the problems that are going on in your life. They just see this person who is always just progressing in life, who is always moving forward in life, who do not kind of deal with the baggage of the past, who's just like, whatever, it's the past, I'm gonna be done with it, I'm just gonna keep moving forward. With this 8 of cups, we have the 3 of diamonds here as well. So it's all about somebody who's really social, because the number 3 talks about, having a social circle, being creative. So they see all of that. They see that, okay, yes, you are the perfect person to work with. They love working with you. People just love working with you. But considering also the color here, the color black, darkness, the color black is associated with, secrets. It's associated with things that are hidden, things that are not out there for the world to see. So obviously with the 9 number here, with the color black and the suit of spades, this really tells me that whatever issues that you guys are facing, or nobody knows about it, and if you can help it, no one will ever know. So this is all I'm getting for you guys, pile 3. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Do let me know if you did, and take care of yourselves, and I will see you in another video. Bye. Hi, pile 4. Welcome to your reading. Let's see how people view you, what they think. Okay, we have To the Sea. We have chaos and conflict. Happy, happy. Truth be told. And Between Worlds. Okay, wow. We'll just put this down to the side for you guys. All right, pile 4. First thing that I'm getting for you guys. Whoa, this is so cool. To the Sea and chaos and conflict. I feel like people view you as a storm. You are chaos. You are, you're like a tornado. You're like a whirlpool. Wherever you go, it's just, I won't say this like in a negative way that, you cause problems wherever you go, you cause destruction wherever you go. No, it's just, you're so thrilling. People view you as thrilling. You are like an adventure. That's how people view you. They're like, there's never a boring day when it comes to you guys. Never a boring day. Probably, a lot of people just hang out with you guys because they think that, they enjoy the drama that is your life. It's not that you've created this drama for your own self. No, it's not this, that. It's that you guys live a crazy life. You just do. You guys try, you wish that, you had a very peaceful life, something, not very adventurous, something that is just, like normal, like as, like how normally people live their life. You just wish your life was like that. But it's not. And people know that. People just know that you live a crazy life. And obviously you guys can see with this to the sea card, there's this one fairy on a boat in the middle of the ocean. That's it. There's nothing else. So I just feel like with this card, though people know that your life is crazy, but with the chaos and conflict in this to the sea card, they do not know to what extent. A lot of people might view you as someone who's really unreachable, because, with this boat here in the middle of the ocean, not a lot of people can get there. So they really view you as someone who's unapproachable, or they view you as someone who's they cannot have access to you. People want access to you, but they can't have it. And probably some people get really frustrated over that aspect. But you guys can see there's this face here and in the sky. So this really tells me that you guys feel really isolated. You just think that, despite all the people around you, pile 4, I feel like you guys feel really alone. And some people know that about you. We have the number 7 here, which is the card of which is the number of independence. So this really tells me that obviously with the chaos and conflict to the sea, whatever problems that are going on in your life, you just keep them to yourself. No matter the people around you, you know that they're supportive, but you will not tell them the problem that you're going through. You want to fix it all by yourself. Whatever the problem is, whatever conflict that you're going through, you want to solve it all on your own. You do not want to tell people. All this chaos that is there, it is inside you. So, and obviously you guys can see this ocean is calm. It's not a turbulent one, right? So this tells me that, on the outside, you appear to be like really calm. Some people might say you have a very good poker face, or some people just say, no one can ever tell what you're thinking. And they're right, they can, because there's so much chaos going inside of you. Just so much happening inside of you that, and nobody knows. Nobody knows the storm that is brewing on the inside. They just see this calm person that is there, this really tranquil person who's just calm, in a very meditative state, in a very relaxed state. But little do they know the chaos and the problems that you're going through, the conflict and the chaos that is brewing inside of you. Nobody knows that. And considering this face up in the sky, this really tells me that only the universe knows, only your angels know, your ancestors know what you guys are going through, or only the closest people to you guys, pile 4, only they know what is happening. They know that if you are appearing calm on the outside, there's something messy going on the inside. They know that, but not everybody knows that. Everybody is not privileged to that information, and people know it. You appear to be happy all the time. You always have a smile on your face. Even if you're crying on the inside, you will never let it show. You will not. Chaos and conflict, you're just happy. You always have a smile on your face. Whether you do it intentionally or unintentionally, people just think that, you're always happy, you're always in a good mood. And because of that, I feel like, this whole thing, your positive attitude, whether you do it on purpose or not, pile 4, this positive attitude of yours, this smile on your face all the time, it makes people feel good. It really makes people feel good, and they love it. They love the crazy that is you. I just feel like, there's this whole rainbow thing coming, there's a star. So I just feel like, they just love the crazy that is you. They enjoy it. People who are privy to this information, this one, they love it. They love the chaos that you are. They love the storm that you embody. You are thrilling, pile 4. You are. You are. They don't view this as a negative thing that, oh my God, this person is crazy. This person's going through so much. They don't feel that way. They love it. They feel happy. And then we have the truth be told. So this card tells me that a lot of people view you as incredibly honest. Like they know that they will get the truth from you. You are not going to sugarcoat things. You will tell the truth even if it hurts. You will tell, and people appreciate that about you. They love it, because in this world where everybody is just so, fake, I would say, they try to be somebody they're not. You're not like that. You are the truth. You aware your own truth. This whole thing where people don't know the chaos that is going on inside you, I feel like you don't do it on purpose. You know, you don't try and hide things because you want to. It just happens. You're not used to talking to people. You're not used to confiding in them. You're just used to dealing with those kind of things. Or, you know, it's just that you're wired in such a way, pile 4, that whenever you're in this state, you just end up, you know, closing yourselves off to the world. It's okay. You know, you don't have to feel bad about it. It's just how you are. And that there's nothing wrong with that. And the people who love you, who are close to you, they understand that. So if you need space, they will give you that space. But if you are in need of support, they are there to help you with that as well. Then we have between worlds. Yeah, guys, people know that there are two sides to you. Probably you have a lot of strong Gemini placements because, you know, that's a dual sign. Or probably, you know, a lot of probably strong Gemini placements, or even if not, you're just someone who has, you know, two sides to them. Like I was saying, you know, considering that people know that no day is going to be boring when it comes with you, not a single day, not a single moment is going to be boring. It is because they get to see both these aspects. So they'll never know what they'll get when it comes to you. They'll never know which aspect or which facet of your personality they will get to see in a particular day. Like if there are 7 days in a week, you will have, you know, a new facet for the world to see for the entirety of those 7 days. 7 days, 7 facets. You know, that is why people are just like, people cannot pinpoint you. They're just like, what is this? Who is this person? Who is pile 4? A lot of people, they think that they believe, they view you as someone who's incredibly unpredictable. They have no idea what they're going to get with you. No idea. They know that you have a smile on your face all the time and they love it, but they never know. You know, you might just insult someone with a smile on your face, and it'll take that person 5 minutes to realize that, you know, you've insulted them. That's how you guys are. That's how tricky you guys can be. You guys can be really hard to figure out, and people really understand. I just feel like people spend a lot of time just trying to figure you out. They spent hours just trying to figure you out. They probably even discuss you guys. They talk about you amongst their friends, just trying to, you know, pin you down, just trying to do something that they can be like, yes, this is pile 4. They're trying to just label you as, put a label on you, but they're not able to do it. They just fail all the time because, yeah, you cannot be held down. People can never know the real you. So let's see what else we have. We have Magician. Okay. Okay, we have the Magician. This card is often represented by Hermes, the messenger of the gods, who's also known for his trickery, his, you know, yeah. So Magician right here. No wonder this card just popped up for you guys. And we have the Star. Okay. 6 of Swords in reverse. 10 of Swords. And 5 of Wands. Yep. So the Star card, you know, 7 stars. Like I was saying, 7 days of the week, 7 facets. Yeah. There's so much going on. We have both these double, you know, things like 2 pitchers of water here on the land as well in the ocean. So yeah, everywhere you go, it's just you are somebody new. You're always somebody new. How do you do it? You probably, I wouldn't say that you guys wear masks. I wouldn't say that. It's just that your personality, you guys are so multifaceted. You don't even have to try. You don't have to physically make efforts to be somebody new. Every day, you're just somebody else. Like really, people can give you 100 different names for hundreds of your facets because you're always somebody new, right? So people know that. They're just like, oh my gosh, what am I going to get today? You're like you're like that surprise gift. You know, like a lot of brands do that, you know, and those surprise gifts that they get, and you do not know what you're going to get. So it's a surprise for you, and yeah, and you just have to accept what you've gotten. So that is how you guys are, and wow, very interesting people. You guys are really interesting. Pile 4. And we also have the 5 of Wands, which is the card of chaos, which is the card of conflict. Once again, we have 10 of Swords. I feel like people who have who are close to you, who truly know you, Pile 4, they know that, you know, you've been betrayed. You have been through a lot. You suffer from a lot of pain. Though you always have a smile on your face, but you suffer from a lot of pain on the inside. But you do not tell people that. There's so much that is going on inside of you, and the only way people feel like they can help you is just, you know, being there for you, because you will not go up to them and tell them about your problems. Even I feel like even if it gets really overwhelming for you guys, the more overwhelmed you get, I feel like the more you isolate yourself, the more you kind of close yourselves off to the world. You just want to handle everything, deal with everything on your own. People just wished, you know, you would talk to them, you would, you know, confide in them, let them, you know, share the burden of the pain, the problems that you guys are going through. But they understand that you're not like that, and that's okay. They still love you. They still accept you for it, because you guys are so worth it. Pile 4. I know there might be like a lot of problems that you guys are going through. People have no clue about it, but know that you guys are worth it. You guys are like this star, you know. You shine. You guys can see there's this rainbow light. There's a star here as well. So you bring happiness wherever you go. You make people happy. Don't ever for one moment think that, you know, you're not worth it or you're not good enough. You are perfect, Pile 4. I know you might not want to hear that, but I'm telling you, because I feel like, you know, there's a lot of internal darkness that you guys possess. There's a lot of things that go on inside you. Even if on the outside you put up a really brave front, you always have a smile on your face. You are always helping people, doing your best. And also with this Magician card, another message that I'm getting is that, you know, people view you as someone who's incredibly creative, who can literally do anything. Somebody who has a lot of interests as well. People are aware of all the different interests that you have, and they know that, okay, one day you're interested in this particular thing, one day you're interested in science, and the next day you're interested in history, the next day you're interested in literature, you know, anything. But they know that, you know, your interests vary just as your personalities vary. You guys, people will be like, you know, you have multiple personalities. Which personality are we getting to know about today? They're like that. Then we have 6 of Swords in reverse. Like I was saying, you know, you have multiple facets to you guys. You're like a diamond, Pile 4. You're like a diamond. Diamond has like so many facets. So many. Sometimes it's just so hard for people to count those facets. That's how many there are. And that is the same thing with you guys. You're just the same. Just as people think that, okay, they have you all figured out, you come up with something else and they're just like, oh my gosh, we're back to square one. We'll never figure them out. That's what I was saying. You know, people spend a lot of time trying to figure you out. They're not able to move on. They just get stuck. When whoever you meet, whoever is lucky enough to come across you guys, Pile 4, rest assured that they'll never forget you. Be it a friend, be it a partner, be it a family member, you are unforgettable. People know that. People know that their life is going to be very boring without you. They know it. They know it. And like I was saying, if you are someone who kind of tells, you know, people who are aware that, okay, you live a crazy life, people want a piece of that. I don't know why. You know, sometimes because people just enjoy the drama that is other people's lives. They enjoy that. They love to gossip. So I feel like you guys are the hot topic of gossips all the time. People are always gossiping about you. Good or bad, they're always gossiping. All the time. And with the truth be told, I just feel like, you know, they love your honest personality. They love how honest you guys are. Even if it hurts, they love it. And I just feel like this is one thing they would never want to change when it comes to you. They appreciate that you're not fake like others, or you don't sugarcoat things like others. Even if it hurts the person, you're like, no, this is the truth. I am going to tell you. And, you know, it makes people feel that, you know, you're very reliable. So no, people will know that, okay, if I talk to pile 4, they will tell me the truth, good or bad. And oftentimes, more often than not, we need to hear the truth, no matter how much it hurts, no matter how bad it is. People want to hear the truth, and you are there to deliver. You're always there to deliver, pile 4. And yep, no wonder people, you're like a magnet. You are like a magnet. People just can't get enough of you. They can't. You are like the perfect drug. I would say that you guys are like that. All right, so let's see what your final cards have to tell us. We have 6 of clubs. Woo. 10 of diamonds. Wow. 7 of hearts. Interesting. We have the number 7 again. Very independent. Sometimes, you guys even get confused that, okay, what? Because you're all used to doing things on your own. You're so independent. People really view you as that okay. And that's why some people think that, you take some time to reach a decision. But the thing is with you guys, it's not that you're confused. It's just that, you're analyzing a situation from every aspect before you reach a decision. So you're just like, you know what? Let people think whatever they want. I'm going to do whatever I want. And this card, it's all about recognition. It is all about recognition. And people, you don't need to get the recognition in the traditional sense where you have the fame. People are standing there waiting for your autograph. Some of you might have that. Some of you might have that recognition. You might have that fame. But for others, it's just that, people are always talking about you. People are always gossiping about you. People notice what you're doing all the time. People always have their eyes on you in a good way or in a bad way. Whatever ulterior motives people have, they're just constantly watching you. You feel watched. And like I was saying, people really appreciate who you are. I just feel like that despite you keeping things to yourself, despite you kind of being unapproachable at times, being distant at times, people just love you. I'm really getting this vibe of love that people have for you. The appreciation that people have, that they're so grateful to have you guys in their life. I feel like a lot of you are not even aware of it, pile 4. You guys are not aware just how happy people are to have you in their life, how lucky they feel to have you guys in their lives. Because for them, you are it. You are the ultimate wealth. You might not be rich necessarily, but having you in their life is like, they're like, you know what, I'm rich. I'm rich to have pile 4 in my life. I'm rich to call them my friend. I'm rich to call them my family. I am rich to call them my partner. I feel lucky. I feel blessed. That's how you guys are with this 10 of diamonds especially. And I just feel like people view you as someone who is very family oriented. Like you are very protective of your family, or you're all about, taking care of those you love and you're close to. You're all about that. People really appreciate that just as well. They recognize what you do for your family. They do recognize that. You might not actively tell them that, oh, I did this for my family, or I did this for my relatives, or I did this for my kids. But people see it all the same and they appreciate it. They are like, pile 4 is the perfect parent. Pile 4 is the perfect sibling. Pile 4 is the perfect child, son, daughter, whatever. They're the best. All right, so this is all I'm getting for you guys, pile 4, in terms of how people view you. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Take care of yourselves, and I will see you in another video. Bye.